Good morning guys and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back! Today is going to be another faith talk and we're going to be talking about keeping husband journals / wife journals and purity before marriage and all those fun things. Probably just those two things really. So I started keeping a husband journal in April of last year, I think. I didn't write very much for several months after I first started it. So really it's just a new thing that I've been doing. But the reason that I started in the first place was because I wanted to combat loneliness, to start thinking about my future husband and make better choices when dating boys now. By writing in this beautiful journal that I got from Barnes & Noble, by the way, I can talk to someone who I know loves me, because if we get married, then obviously he loves me, hopefully. Talk to someone who loves me about anything and everything and just keep myself accountable as if I'm writing letters to someone. There's also, some people write prayers in it. I don't write prayers by themselves, I write them within the letters. Like, let me pray for you, and then I'll pray. Yeah, that's what this is, and it's actually pretty cool. So I write down everything that I think he would like to know. So for example, my very first post in April when I made this, or when I started this journal, was just basically a list of promises to him that I would keep, and honestly they sounded like vows, so maybe they'll be my vows too, but if not, that's cool. But I think it's a really cool concept of like writing to your husband and giving it to him on your wedding night or the next day or whatever, and him getting to read about how you were many years before and like letters to him. I just feel like it'll be like a good thing for him to read. This doesn't have to be just like a husband journal. It could also be a wife journal. If you're a boy, you can write to your future wife, keep you accountable in relationships, because you don't want to write to your future wife, wow, me and this girl got it down, and then it not be her. So it just keeps you accountable to her, and it's like when you're with someone in the present, you're still thinking about your future person, whether it's that person or not, if that makes sense. It also helps combat loneliness, as I said. Whenever you're feeling lonely or you look around and see all those couples and you're just like, oh, I want a boy or I want a girl, you can be like, hey, I'm thinking about you today and I miss you and I just want to say I love you, and it's just a really nice thing to do. The next thing I want to talk about is purity and singleness, basically. So it's Valentine's Day is coming up. If you were around this time last year, I posted a video about being single, and I did like the single tag and stuff, and I will link that like on the screen and down below or whatever. I figured it's time to talk about it again. So this year I'm still single, writing in my husband journal, and I also bought myself a purity ring, and I did this to just whenever I look at it, I remind myself that I do have a future husband who cares about my thoughts and how I'm feeling all the time, and to remind myself to keep myself pure before marriage so that I can honor God and keep my husband in my thoughts at all times of the day, even when I don't have the journal with me. My purity ring looks like an engagement ring, and if you're wondering if anybody has asked me if I'm engaged, I've been wearing it for about 2 months now, or almost 2 months now, but no, nobody has asked me yet, which is pretty surprising. I really thought that people would ask me more often, like, oh, are you engaged? Aren't you too young to be engaged? But no, nobody said anything, which is pretty cool. Like, thanks for, yeah. But I wear it all the time, and I love it, honestly. Whenever I don't have it on, I'm just like, where is it? But yeah, husband journal is great. I just googled it, and actually a lot of people keep husband journals, and I think that's really cool. But basically the idea of a husband journal is to write letters and prayers and quotes to your future husband for them to read once you get married. But it's just proving to them that you're thinking about them all the time, even before you met. So I'm not gonna read very much out of here, but I do want to read just like the gist of it, of like what I say, because some people are just like, oh, I think it's such a cool idea to do a husband journal, what do I write? So I'm gonna read like the start of my first one. Dear husband, on April 23rd, 2017. Hi, it's me, your wife. How cool, right? We're married now, and as I'm writing this, I'm only 19. I don't know how many years ago that was from now when you're reading this, but I'm sure it's been a while. I've drafted this letter many times for you. I've lost count of how many times it's been rewritten. I've been thinking about you for a long time, and I want you to know that I've been waiting for you. I've been loving you, and I've been praying for you. And then I continue, and a bunch of vows like I promise, blah 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 blah, and it's just super cute. And then things that are happening in my life now, how I write about it is like, it's finals week, so it's almost over now. If I haven't told you already, ask me about the times my dorm flooded. Fun. So I don't write every single detail of what's going on in my life, because I'm hoping that if it's a big enough thing and he'll see it in here, he'll ask me about it, and then we'll be able to talk more, and it opens more communication, which is really cool. So just things like that. And also I write, "Dear husband, hi again. I thought about you today. Every time I get butterflies over a boy, I think of you." So every time I think about like dating someone or potentially being with someone in the future, I tend to write in my husband journal that day, just to keep myself accountable to him so that I don't do anything stupid. But yeah, that's basically the whole concept of a husband journal and my purity ring, which is super duper cool, and I love it, and I'm super excited about it. It's great, and I love it, and you should try it, and maybe this time next year I'll update you on it, because that'll be cool. I think that's all I have for you today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe so you can join my family. Hit the little bell to get notified whenever I post a video so you won't miss it. And that's it. So have a great morning, and if I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Right now?
Yeah, just say it.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Like this video if you enjoyed it.
Like this video if you enjoyed it.
Make sure to subscribe so you can join my family.
Make sure to subscribe so you can join my family.
Hit the little bell to get notified whenever I post a video so you won't miss it.
Click the bell so you can get notified and you won't miss it. And
that's it.
That's it.
So have a great morning.
So have a great morning.
And if I don't see you later.
And if I don't see you later.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night.
Woo!